Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching, episode 209. 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 50 plus 150 plus 20 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 209, because math.
Welcome back, everybody.
I think that's right. Full disclosure, I'm not 100% confident
Thanks
in
for
that.
tuning in. We are mother and daughter. We leave it to you to guess who is who. And this is a channel about cross-stitching.
I'm the mom, she's the daughter.
Some days it seems like that.
More so recently.
Old business. We did find fireworks a week ago tonight.
We did.
We could go tomorrow night.
Nope, we could go tonight.
Oh, that's right. We could go tonight. That's right.
Yeah.
Because Saturday night, the Mason fireworks were
A dud. Yeah.
And so we went over to Kings Island,
We did.
which, if you know our area of Ohio, is an amusement park, and saw a nice fireworks display.
We sure did. Yes.
And so it is officially summer in my world.
It is.
And not before the 4th of July.
Right.
So that was exciting.
Yeah, so I hope that you all had a wonderful 4th.
Yes.
If you are living in America.
Correct.
And if not, we hope you had a wonderful week. It was mostly vacation for me still,
Yes.
which was nice. I did work one day this week. I went back to work on Friday. And then I was off the weekend. And then I go back really regular scheduled programming starting tomorrow. So,
yeah. Things are pretty much back to normal.
Back to normal for our schedules.
Post StitchCon. I think one thing we've kind of come to a realization as we go forward with StitchCon being 2 back-to-back weekends, that pretty much for the foreseeable future, our Junes are going to be like this past June.
Right. It's like you blink and it's over.
Totally dedicated to StitchCon.
Right.
So, that's the way it is.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say.
I had promised our framer, Paula, at Craft Gallery, that we would be up on the 6th, and off we went on Tuesday. And we had picked some things out of the under the bed box to drop off. And we had some things to pick up.
We did.
And it was very exciting.
Very exciting.
As we've said before, it's a 2-hour drive up to Findlay from Mason, Ohio. And so you don't drive 2 hours and then say, thanks, see ya.
Right.
You know.
It's not like a quick trip.
No. So we had a lovely visit. Picked up a few things. We like to go up there because it's a change of scenery. It's a nice drive. We love Paula and Carlton and Patty and Nikki and all the gang up there.
Yeah.
And they have a lovely space. And of course, we talked about the couple of groups, pre and post StitchCon, who had stopped in.
Yeah.
And so that was nice for them, that they got a little bit of extra business because of StitchCon.
Absolutely. It's awesome.
So we have it all gathered around us, what we picked up, and we will show you in our Back from the Framer segment. So stay tuned.
We sure will. Yes, ma'am.
Stephanie, you wanted to start off with...
Okay, I've been promising to talk about this for, I feel like, a month now, and I keep forgetting to talk about it.
You have had a few things on your mind.
Well, I just, literally last week, I was like, I'm going to talk about this at the end, and I put it on the floor. And then I just completely forgot it was there.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, this is the first year that I have used the Book of Days. So, come here. Okay, hi. Okay, so this is the 2021 Book of Days. This is a calendar-like sorts of thing that is put out by Needlework Press. Yes, it's still available. If you want to pick it up and use it for the second half of the year, you can still get these. And every year, at least in the past few years that I've been stitching, they have put this book out.
Who's the dude on the back cover?
Well, so every year there's a sampler that's on the cover.
Oh, okay.
And then this particular sampler is Sarah Gerard, and then on the back it gives all of this information about Sarah Gerard and the sampler, and the dude on the back is Reverend George Naylor.
Which has nothing to do with the sampler, Gerard.
So we are grateful to St. Mary's Church in Bramford for kindly permitting us to use the likeness of Reverend Naylor at right. We look forward to uncovering more pieces of the puzzle before we reproduce Sarah's sampler later in 2021.
Oh, so it's a mystery what his connection is, huh?
Well, the church has the original sampler, and the church has given New York Press permissions.
I see.
That's my understanding, to reproduce said sampler.
That's from England, right?
Correct. Yes.
Needlework Press.
No, Needlework Press is in Arizona.
Oh,
but the sampler is in England.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So what this book is, not only is it a calendar and there's like a full page spread for each month, but there's also a bunch of information in here as well. Like there's a place for you if you wanted to chart something out, like chart out your initials or something for a sampler, a place for contact information. My middle staples are coming out. That's how much I've used it. And then advanced planning for 2022, some extra charts as well.
Do you think you're going to get one of these every year?
Every year, yeah. So I got one last year.
And you didn't really
use it? And I did not really use it, no. And this year I was like, I'm going to use this. So it says, a needlework enthusiast book of days for 2021, a sourceful and agenda.
A source book.
A source book and agenda for the thoughtful and enlightened mind.
Ooh. There you go.
Sorry, my phone number's down here, and I'm not trying to put that on YouTube. And then it's a full page spread. And
why is your phone number on there?
Because it's property of. So if it gets lost somewhere, they know where to find me. Okay. I put a lot of hours into this book, okay?
Okay.
So what I've been using this book of days for is keeping track of all things cross-stitch happenings in my life in this book. So at the beginning of the year, I was writing in every day, and now what it is more like is every time I switch projects, I will go back and fill in days, or if something big happens that's like StitchCon, or we went to Craft Gallery on Tuesday, like those kind of things, I will put those in there so I know all the cross-stitch events that happened in that year.
Got it.
But mostly it is to mark what I'm working on, what day and when I'm working on it, and the starts and finishes and all that. And so just to sort of liven it up a bit, I have been influenced by my amazing best friend and to get stickers. And she's been, Kea is what I'm talking about. So she has been super into stickers and planners for a very long time. I remember when I first met her, and that was one of the first things that she was all enthusiastic about was planners. And I was like, I never went down the planner rabbit hole.
Right.
But I also don't have kids or like a homeschool schedule to think about. So anyway, so then Kea sort of got myself and Liz Matthews into this whole stickering thing and the book, using them in the book of days. And let me just tell you,
it's a rabbit hole, isn't it?
It is quite the rabbit hole. And so, but it's super interesting to see how all of us, the three of us, and other people on the internet have used their book of days and what kind of route they've gone with. So, because I am very, categorical in the way that I organize things, every month has a different, main color and main theme that matches with that month. So, for example, and I think back at the beginning of the year, I was really good about, once the month was over, showing everyone on FlossTube what that spread looked like. So this is what my January spread looked like.
Lots of blue.
Lots of blue and winter themed stuff, and there's a penguin and all sorts of stuff. And so I wanted to show everyone the past few months and what I've been doing. So we'll start with March.
You saw January, you might as well show February.
Yeah.
Why skip over February for the sake of...
Calm down. Okay, so this was February. And so I've been using So I have the antiquarian sticker book that I got off of Amazon. So this month is obviously like pinks and reds. And then I'm using, see these little like watercolor dot stickers? I use those to show like when I start or finish a project.
Oh.
And so that way like my eye goes to this date, and this date, right?
Cool.
And then March is Ladybugs and Green. And then in the back of the antiquarian sticker book is a bunch of, like there's a page full of letters in different fonts. So I always take the first letter and cover it up with a cool sticker.
Oh, that's cool.
That's in like the colorway or whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was March. And then April was busy. Mm-hmm. This whole, and then any extra notes I have go over here. And purple and, you know, Eastery, spring-like stuff, bunnies and stuff. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, that was also the month that I got my COVID vaccine. Oh. And see, like, we went to Craft Gallery and I wrote all the things that we picked up.
Oh, cool.
And that was Lois. You guys remember Lois?
Oh, yeah, poor Lois.
Lois, the house sparrow.
Yeah. Poor Lois. She left her.
Poor us, okay? Not poor Lois. She deserted us.
She was not a good mom.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, she couldn't get to her babies because the garage was shut.
This is very, very true. Okay, so this is the May one. So I went with more like purples and yellows, and
you have to write very small.
Yes. So this was Stitch Mania, right? Mm. And then down here was our FlossTube anniversary.
Yep.
And Kea came to visit, so I put that in there. And so not only do I use the antiquarian sticker book, I also have a couple Charlie Harper sticker books that I use. I also have yeah, and then I have bought sticker sheets from a ton of different amazing artists that you've seen me show on FlossTube. All right,
so which comes first, the chicken or the egg?
What do you mean?
Do you write in it and then add stickers, or do you put stickers on and write around the stickers?
Well, that is a very good question,
Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, so at first, I was writing and then putting the sticker in. Now,
you're decorating the month first.
I'm decorating the month first.
Ah.
Like, I'm at least putting like a blueprint down of stickers, and I'll show you when I get to like September what that looks like, and then I will write in it, and then I will add as I get more stickers or see fit or whatever. Okay. So like this is still May, but you can see all the different the restarts in May that I had.
Oh, for Mania.
For Mania.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. And then I also write what days I work at Keepsakes too. So, and then June.
Holy moly.
Holy
now you can reference my remark earlier about June.
Yes. Okay. So I decided that the theme for June was going to be cross stitch because there are amazing
big surprise
stickers out there for it. So this is what my June looks like.
Yeah. Pretty packed.
Pretty packed, yes. And so you can see like the this was for the Acorns and Threads thing that I did, and these are the weeks of StitchCon, and I got these really cool YouTube stickers. Look, chill, I've got a spreadsheet for that, and I put that in between the weekends of StitchCon.
Yeah.
And then just like the stickers are just so fun. Mm-hmm. Like they're so fun. Okay, so that was June. So July, see, you can see how I kind of did things. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I have not put in anything since the 7th, which was Wednesday, because I've been working on the same project since then. So this is what July looks like so far. So I'm going with like a patriotic watermelon theme. I thought maybe I would do lemons. So I have a lot of lemon stickers, but like I said, I plan on doing this ongoing. So I might do lemons next July. But anyway, and then one thing that I'm really having a fun time with is like for people's birthdays who are like, important to me. I put them in here, and I have a ton of like that's my brother's birthday. That was Kea's birthday. And so I'm putting the like little balloon or party hat stickers. And And then, okay, so then this is August. So I'm doing a nautical theme for August. So I've kind of set the tone for the month, if you will. And then I'll fill it in, because I know that like Mondays and Tuesdays, like, so this half of the page is always going to be fuller than this half of the page, because this is Sunday when we make floss tubes. This is Mondays and Tuesdays when I work. So there's always going to be stuff in those boxes. I mean, there'll be stuff in every box I stitch every day, but you know what I'm saying. And then September, look how fun that is.
Yeah.
September is sunflower themed, which I'm living for. And these, the little quotes here. So September is also when we're planning on going on a bunch of retreats. That's when retreat season starts, is September. And so I've got like adventure awaits, treat yourself, this is the life, like cute little sayings in there. And then the end of the year is pretty easy.
Yeah.
So
holidays.
Yeah, October is obviously for Halloween. And I kind of am going with like a bats and jack-o'-lanterns, because you know you can do a whole bunch of different things for Halloween.
Sure.
And then November,
that's pretty,
is orange and pumpkins and leaves. And then December is red and green, obviously. This picture of this freaking boat is really throwing me off in December, but whatever. I might put a big sticker over it.
Oh, it was printed.
Yeah, it was printed in the book. Yeah. And then, but I'm going with presents and trees. And then that's obviously my birthday. So I've got it all set and ready for the 18th. And yeah, so that's how I do my book of days.
When do they sell the next one?
Ooh,
for next year, you know?
I'm not sure exactly.
Do they have a website?
I'm sure they have a website, but I don't know if that would give you that information.
Oh.
I mean, I bought my book of days at Keepsakes. Your local New York shop, or Keepsakes, if you're interested, does sell them. Okay. So they're available anywhere you buy your needlework supplies.
I mean, I'm just thinking, I already have my wall calendar.
Right, for 2022.
From Down East Magazine for 2022, already ordered and received.
Right, so I don't know. I
might be worth checking.
As soon as I know, I will let everyone know for sure, because I will definitely get one. Right. And so I've been hoarding some stickers because I wanted to show you guys. And so unless there's like a resounding we don't care about stickers on this channel, I use them for a cross-stitch related purpose. So I love to hear where people are getting their stickers from. And so my vibe for stickers is more like artwork, watercolor kind of vibe. I'm not big on like big craziness. I just want like nice, soft, subtle things. So anyway, so let me show you the stickers that I got, that I have piled up here that I wanted to share with you all. And so some of these stickers I use, they're all from Etsy. That's where I get them all. So this first batch, come back. I've used some of them in the July one already because I wanted to show you all them. And so this came from a Etsy shop called MelanieJean, Jean Market. And I was really struggling to figure out what I was going to do for July, because I was like, do I just go straight patriotic? And then I ended up doing it anyway. But so this was, see, you can tell I've used some of the stickers already. And then picnic, there were watermelon slices here. And then this is lemonade, so I'm going to use that probably next year, like I said. And then that, what's that one called? Beach Day. So I've used some of those in August. And then this is poolside.
So you were explaining to me that the people that sell these sticker sheets use a Cricut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know.
That's my guess. I'm not, I mean, that's what I have heard. I
Interesting.
To be truthful, I don't make stickers, but it's my assumption that is how that's...
Because there are a lot of sellers out there.
There are a lot of
domestic
stickers.
and international.
Yes, and so these came from Boston. The MelanieJeanMarket is in Boston. And then these ones are from a Etsy shop called Artmation. And literally every single sticker shop I've bought stickers from sends like a bonus sheet or a freebie sheet of stickers, which is so amazing. So this is called Artmation, and this one came all the way from Germany. And I just got one sticker sheet from them, but look how freaking cute. With the flamingos and the...
Is it focusing?
Yeah. Okay. Flamingos and the watermelons. Watermelons, obviously. And then they send a bonus sheet too, which is really, really cool. Okay. Then next is, oh yeah, I'm so excited about these ones. Okay, so whatever. So this is from a another Etsy called Drifting Soulspaperco, and this is the cute little card that they sent. Drifting Souls isn't the place we're going.
Drifting Dunes.
Drifting Dunes. Okay, Drifting Souls. Okay, and so then every package of stickers I've gotten has also included a thank you card that is handwritten of some kind, which is so cool. And
so nice presentation.
Yes, and there's usually a discount code for 10%, 5%, 15% off your next order. So from them, I got, this is the lemonade stand.
Cute.
And then 4th of July. Look at those aviators.
Those are nice.
I'm so excited about them. And then, happy birthday. So I have plenty of birthday stickers for my... And before you ask the question, how do you organize your stickers? Wait for the mail call portion of the program. And then the last one I wanted to show you guys is from a place called Fox and Bear Company. Fox and Bear. All three of these are on Etsy. And again, a card with a note. Thank you so much. And they have literally, they do my job for me. So they had a full set of 12 sheets, one for each month. January, February. I know, we gotta get out so it focuses. March, April, May. Get this frickin' seagull. June, and a watermelon. And July, which I've already used some of these already, but that's okay. Look at this wiener dog. July. August. September, look at that sunflower. October, look at that badger. In November, look at that turkey. Look at that fox with a pie. Are you kidding me? And December. So, I got all 12 of those. So, I'm super excited about that. And especially, like, looking into next year, I'm excited about it. So, that's how I do stickers. So, I will keep showing you guys them as I get them in. It's fun to show them. And then I promise I will try and get better about showing you all what my monthly calendar looks like at the end of every month. You can see how I do that.
Wonderful. Okay. All right.
So now that I got that out of the way, thank you for those of you who just indulged me. If you skipped over it, I don't blame you.
All right. Well, let's do a hashtag, shall we?
Shall we? Let's do it.
All right. Well, as you know, we get more than one every week, and so it is hard to pick one. And I've said
one
before,
what, Pam?
Stitch Harmony.
I was going to say, I don't think you mentioned that this
I didn't say Stitch Harmony?
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, our hashtag is Stitch Harmony.
Yes. Welcome to the hashtag portion of the program.
Yeah. And we do get more than one, which is fabulous that you trust us to help you out. And it is hard sometimes to pick
Yes.
And it's not like we can go back to pull some from older episodes because that gets confusing for people to try to contact you.
Yes.
So, we haven't in a very long time done a Stitch Harmony shout out for someone outside the United States.
Woo, we're going international.
And we got an international one that could have easily filled the bill for Pam's pin comment because it was very, very cute as well.
But it's Stitch Harmony, though.
But it is Stitch Harmony.
Yes. So before you read the comment, let me quickly explain that Stitch Harmony is our attempt at connecting stitchers together. Quit picking at that. Thank you. Pay attention to the people. Okay. And see, sometimes I'm the mom. Okay. And so we try to connect stitchers together. If you are someone who feels like, or, you know, you think you're the only stitcher that lives in your town, your village, your city, whatever you live in, your neighborhood, we would love to try and find someone that also stitches that lives close to you geographically. So we ask if you are looking for that kind of assistance that you comment on our videos and use the hashtag Stitch Harmony, and then we pull one every week to be the Stitch Harmony featured commenter of the week. So who is that person this week, Pam?
This week we went over to the UK.
We did. Across the pond.
We went across the pond.
Across the pond for a little tea.
And we read
afternoon tea.
And we read a comment from a lovely lady over there named Kelly Stallard.
Hello, Kelly.
Hello, Kelly. And this is what Kelly wrote.
Kelly.
And this is what Kelly wrote. Hashtag Stitch Harmony. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
I live in Oxford, United Kingdom. We don't have many LNSs around here. I would love to find some like-minded stitchers in the UK near Oxford for chits, chats, stitches, and swaps.
For chits, chats, stitches, and swaps.
I have a lovely husband, 3 cats, 2 dogs, and 3 chickens. All rescue, even the husband. Please take pity on a newbie with no stitchy friends and help me find some companions for 2021 and beyond. Hugs and love, XX. So Kelly,
let's look up to see where Oxford, England is.
Well, there is a floss tuber, I think, who is studying over there in Oxford, and I can't recall her name, so help me out, FlossTube viewers.
So Oxford, England, United Kingdom.
Right. It's pretty much
like north or west, a little bit northwest of
London. Yeah. Yeah.
It looks lovely.
I think we've all heard of Oxford, England.
I mean, isn't that where Shakespeare's from?
No. Shakespeare's from Stratford.
Upon Avon.
Upon Avon. Oxford University.
Oh, that's the university. Okay.
Is what it's famous for.
What about the Oxford English Dictionary? Is that written over there?
More or less. Without getting too deep in the weeds.
Is that written over there? That's so funny.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, you're a riot.
Yeah, no, shut up, Pam. Leave me alone.
Anyway, poor Kelly needs to find some stitching buddies.
Well, Kelly,
so
we'd love to help you out.
Yeah.
So, if your ears just perked up because you live in, around, nearby, within driving distance of Oxford, England, United Kingdom, and you have room in your stitching group for Kelly, then please comment below and say, hello, Kelly. My name is, insert name here. I live in, around, nearby, within driving distance of Oxford, England, United Kingdom, and I would love to stitch with you. And then it's up to you, Miss Kelly, to go down through and read the comments and see if anyone has reached out to you on this episode 209.
Right.
So,
right. I know we had a lot of responses for Stitch Harmony last week. So,
well, isn't that lovely?
Let's have the UK people rise to the occasion.
Feel the love, as they say.
Feel the love. All right. Well, that means it's time for next. Da-da-da. That means it's time for Pam's pinned comment.
Yeah, it is.
What do you know? It's also from the UK.
Look at that.
So, all you people over there in England who probably are watching us on Monday at the very earliest, you might be interested in either the Stitch Harmony or this lovely comment. She is on Instagram as Miss Harriet Sparrow, and she's pretty active on Instagram, so you might know her. Her name is Kathy.
Hello, Kathy.
And this is what she wrote.
Wait, what does the Pam Steph comment do?
Tickle my fancy.
Thank you. Just wanted to be sure.
Yeah. So Kathy Osborne, who is, like I said, on Instagram as Miss Harriet Sparrow,
cool.
And she wrote, "OMG, you too. So adorable. And you both just make me laugh out loud. You are literally joy givers." That's very sweet.
I know.
Not sure why, but this for me was your best episode yet. She's talking about last week, and I don't know what we did last week particularly.
Neither.
But anyway.
I mean, it was a great episode, Pam.
So she said, so many magic moments, one being when Pam said the size of her America chart, and Steph said, "Where are we going to put that, Pam?" As she looked up at the ceiling.
I was going to say, to be fair, when I was looking up, I was not just looking up at the ceiling. So what y'all don't know is that right here, where I look, on the wall is Pam's mane.
Right.
Okay? Pam's mane.
You going to try that? Oop, we go. Yeah.
Pam's
we have high ceilings.
So, we have high ceilings. So, I was like trying in my brain to visualize if the America was as long or longer than that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, anyway, getting back to poor
Kathy.
Poor Kathy. I literally cannot stitch when you are on, because part of the fun is seeing your expressions. I don't want to miss anything. Pam, you are like a stitching machine, 7:30 a.m. to 23:30 p.m. Filling up those walls like a dervish.
Like a whirling dervish.
Like a whirling dervish.
The only time I've ever heard the word dervish is with the word whirling in front of it.
I know. Thank you so much for everything you give to our community. Just love you both. You enrich my life. Kathy in the UK. # Miss Harriet Sparrow. So thank you, Kathy. And that comment was pinned to the top of all of the comments we got after last week's video, and we thank you most sincerely.
Most sincerely do.
For all the comments after last week's episode. We really enjoyed reading them all.
Yes, every last one of them.
Let's talk about stitching, shall we?
We shall.
Okay.
What
have you been stitching this week, Steph?
Well, Pam. Okay. So, I was able to, in my time off, I was able to finish, and I made a promise last week that I need to keep, to share with everyone this fabric. And the full colors. Okay, so I've been working on and finishing my round of the latest round of Our Lasting Friendship by Blackbird Designs. And so if this is the first time you've ever watched Just Keep Stitchin', then we should tell you that we have a group of 9 ladies that we call our Crockpot crew. You might hear us call them the Whistle Stop crew. It's the same ladies. And back in October, we started a round robin. So we all 9 of us, have started our own versions of Our Lasting Friendship by Blackbird Designs. So over the course of the months since October and until this upcoming October, we've rotated every month 6 weeks, so we can all stitch on each other's. So I had Sharon's, and hers was on 36 count linen. There's no name for it, but it is by a dyer called Oksana Lopatina. Okay, so she has a Facebook page and a eBay shop. So I will try and link her below to the best of my ability. But this is just 36 count and it's beautiful. And then Sharon, with the help of Susan at Keepsakes, I come to find out, did a full-fledged silk conversion for all of the called for colors. So her threads are these beautiful, beautiful silks, from Bellswa to Dinky Dyes to needlepoint silk to silken colors. They're beautiful. They're beautiful, and it was so fun to stitch on it because it was so different than the called for, or frankly any other one I've stitched on. So our wonderful and amazing Katie, hi Andy, She has divvied it all up and has figured out what sections we stitch when we stitch them. And so I got to stitch the bottom right corner of Sharon's sampler. Come here. And so that is the section that I did. And I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think I just had like the baskets left on these bottom two to do. So I did that whole basket while watching The Bachelorette last Monday. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And then, of course, I put my initials in, and she just had one request, and that we stitch our initials in one particular color, and then we could pick the outline of our initials in whatever color we wanted. And so this is Sharon's Lasting Friendship in its entirety.
Very, very pretty.
Yes.
Very, very pretty.
I'm super pumped to see this all done.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see everyone's all done,
yeah.
but especially hers for sure. So, and then we just switched at StitchCon, so
yeah.
I usually am waiting until right before the deadline to finish it, but I had other things I wanted to stitch in July, and so I wanted to get that done quickly so I could move on.
Mm-hmm.
And what did I move on to, you ask? Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to look something up. Okay. So maybe a month, 6 weeks ago, I got a message from a lovely girl. Her name is Melissa. And she is MLore, LORE 443, I think, something maybe, on Instagram. But she is Stitch with Mel here on FlossTube. I will link her below, of course. And she reached out to me because she'd been watching back episodes of Just Keep Stitchin', and she wanted to know if I knew what chart something was. And I tried very hard to help her, and I just couldn't. And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm like, we show so much stuff. I'm so sorry. And I felt really terrible about it. And then finally, she narrowed it down. She figured out what it was. And it was this chart, Seeking Refuge by the Scarlet House. And she had seen my start of it, which I started last October. And she was like, I really want to start this. I know that you're super busy in June, but like, would you want to stitch along with me in July? Which is like such a novel concept. Let's talk about that for a second. A stitch along to me seems like a lot of pressure that I don't want to deal with.
Right.
But just like, hey, I want to stitch on this in July. You have it. Why don't you stitch on it in July with me too? And get done what you can get done, and let's tag each other in our posts. And
yeah, make it just.
She has
casual.
other things to stitch. I have other things to stitch.
Absolutely,
it's cool.
Right.
And I was like, I'm game. So I had already started mine. Melissa started hers in July. And so, once I got done with Sharon's Lasting Friendship, I pulled out the Scarlet House's Seeking Refuge. So when I started this, I started it over here with these green blocks right in the middle. So I folded my fabric in half and started 3 inches in right here. And I had 1.5 of those diamonds done. That was one strand of floss, and that was my start in October, and I put it away and moved on to something else. And I had not touched it since. So, I will be working on this, concentrating on this for the rest of the month, and we'll see how much I can get done on it. It's only the 11th, so I feel pretty good about it. And I am stitching mine using all of the called for threads, with the exception of the black, which is called for 310 DMC. I'm actually using Mascara by Weeks Dye Works. So, and the fabric I'm using is 40 count Newcastle linen in the color Doubloon by Pixels Plus.
Cool.
So, this is how much I have done. And I love it. So I told myself, because I wanted to like go up and do some other stuffs. And then I was like, Stephanie, put in more green diamonds, because that's many a green diamond. So this is a full 6 strands of the green, which is Green with Envy from Gentle Arts. And then I went and did the words and this bird. Then I went to the dog, did the tree, then the bunny, and I just did the bird this afternoon. So I love it. It's going to be so fun. I'm very excited.
Beautiful.
So
beautiful in person.
Thank you. So it is 1 strand of floss over 2 threads of linen.
Colors just pop.
They sure do. Sure do. So I love it so much. I think I'm going to do like this portion of it, and then I'm going to go down and do more green blocks until I get over to the house.
Makes sense.
Very exciting times. So thank you so much to Melissa. So you'll be seeing this from me every episode in July. So get ready. Also, I'm going to try and post on Wednesday mornings, Thursday mornings, Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings on Instagram, because I work Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays. So to post on Tuesday morning how much I stitched on Monday night is not going to be much.
Negligible. Right.
So,
cool.
Okay, so that's what I stitched on. What did you stitch on, Pam?
Okay. So, I basically worked on the 2 WIPGO pieces that were called number 2 and number 12. And on my WIPGO card, number 2 was a kit from Kea Nathan, who is a Dutch designer, and her kits are quite intricate in design. This is what the main picture looks like of America by Kea Nathan, and I am doing the version that is on Black Aida.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Yep.
It's 18 count Aida. So use 1 strand of DMC. And my yearly goal for WIPGO 2021 was to spend 10 days. And since I'm retired, that really does mean a good portion of all 10 days.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't want anybody to think about, my God, do you ever eat or do you ever sleep?
Right. I promise you she does do both
I have
of
the
those
full
things.
day to plan out when I'm going to stitch.
Yes.
Along with my other things to do on a given day.
Right.
So, I had maybe 10 stitches in this when I picked it up, and was sort of dreading it.
We did show it last week. You know that, right?
Yeah, but for anybody that didn't watch last week. And I was kind of dreading it.
Were you really?
Yeah, I wasn't sure how well I was going to do on the black and what I was going to use to frame it up as I stitched it and so forth. So it presented itself with a number of challenges. And
but you've overcome them all.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So this is after 10 days. So today's the 11th.
Yeah.
So I worked on this from the 1st of July to the 10th of July.
Yeah, you did.
And I don't know when I'm going to pick this up again. I'm sorry, but there's just too many whips hanging out there.
Hanging.
So, hanging is right. So this is starting in the center, down to, this is the center of the design.
Literally the center, yeah.
I'm trying to make it harder than it is.
Then you count it up. You started in the center, but you worked over the last 10 days up from the center.
Right, because I wanted to kind of stay with the same
object. Yes.
Same object.
Correct.
So the object that I'm talking about is the United States Capitol.
Yes.
The Capitol Rotunda, primarily. Is
the Rotunda.
And so this is how far I got. And I'm using an 11 by 11 Q-snap in the end. The big hole, if you will, at the bottom is because in the foreground of the design is the geyser at Yellowstone known as Old Faithful.
Yep.
and it is in full eruption in the picture. So
Eruption.
I basically wanted to get as much of this done as possible, and then when I got to the top, I filled in some spaces around the very thin
Toppy.
whatever it is, statuette or whatever it is at the top of the Capitol. I didn't look it up to see. A couple people have asked what the little dot of red is in the middle, and I, in fact, had to do a Google image search to figure out that it is more or less in silhouette, but it is the flag. So by working those stitches around the
well, let me just tell you, Pam.
yeah, who is it?
So Thomas Crawford's Statue of Freedom.
Okay, it's a freedom statue.
Is the colossal bronze statue atop the U.S. Capitol dome.
Okay.
It dominates the Capitol and the city of Washington, D.C. by virtue of its size and placement so far above the ground.
All right, so it stands out because I did some lighter stitches around it. So that's as far as...
And that is what it looks like up close.
Okay. So it's just an interpretive...
That's really cool. And that's literally the picture.
Artistic. There you go.
The flag and everything right in the center.
There you go.
Yep,
so
perfect.
So anyway, like I said, I don't know when I'm going to be picking this up again. I've met my WIPGO 2021 goal.
Yeah!
And I have many other whips to work on. But I feel much more encouraged on this project.
As you should.
Than I was when I initially
pulled it out.
Those first stitches in. I wasn't even sure I was in the right place. I think one night when Katie and Andy were over here, Katie counted it out and said, "You're good." And then
because Katie's got this as a whip too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if she started hers, to be sure, but at that point, it basically was put away until I comprised my...
I think the biggest thing that was discouraging you was how you were going to frame it. Like from a whole, like while you were sitting on it thing. But then in between starting that and now, you've done big projects like Pam's Main and I'll Be Home.
Yeah.
That are bigger than that,
and
to be fair.
I do them on an 11 by 11 Q snap.
Right. So why would this be any different?
That's basically what happened. So this is the middle part of... And it's interesting, too, that I was going through the sheets, the multiple sheets of instructions and so forth. Sheets. Steph's going to take this to Keepsakes tomorrow and serge the edges. But I, you know that, like I said, Kea is Dutch. And so when she listed out the different motifs in the design, she called the U.S. Capitol the
capital of Washington.
U.S. Washington State
Capitol.
Washington State Capitol, which of course it isn't.
Right.
But that's just an
what
indication that she's not from here.
Right.
So anyway, not to criticize, but just...
And then also, we would just like to correct last week's statement. We are aware that that is not the Empire State Building.
Yeah. We knew it the minute we said it.
I'm very sorry that we confused anyone. It is, in fact, the Chrysler Building.
It is the Chrysler Building. So that was the most, all of the week, really.
Yeah, that was all of the week, except for today.
I put it away last night, and put it to be shown today.
Yeah.
And then my other WIPGO was number 12 on my WIPGO board, which is the Monopoly board. And, you know, I've talked for as long as I've been doing videos and talking to people that someday on some wall somewhere...
We've got one going over here.
There's going to be a game board wall.
Yep.
And my thought is that this will be the, more or less the focus piece.
Okay.
Or at least be the star of the show or whatever you want to say.
Star of the show. I like that.
So this came out in 1984. 85, actually. And it celebrated
the 50th anniversary.
The 50th anniversary of the Monopoly game. I think that's what it says here. No, you're right, Steph. 84.
That's because I remember you told me it was 1984, and I was like, that was a good year.
And it was charted by a woman named Carol Whaling.
Well, Carol, thank you so much.
And I thought this was interesting. I read this morning. It was stitched by Carol Walling or Whaling? Walling. Walling. Yes. Never heard of her before. Don't know anything about her. And the game board was awarded first place and Judge's Choice at the 1984 Golden Needle Show in California.
Wow.
So anybody who remembers those shows, who was stitching back then, this is very hard to find. And I don't know what middle I'm going to use.
Oh, I was just going to talk about that. Ask about
this
that.
is the Mr. What's his name?
The rich uncle.
Yeah, the rich uncle.
So the one on the
Moneybags.
front is the 50th anniversary center.
Right.
That's the
I'm
original board.
I'm doing the blue border, which is $7.99, I think.
Okay.
That's what I decided. I don't know why I decided. I haven't figured out why.
We figured it out last night.
What is it?
Because this is the original board that you played.
Oh, okay. Okay. So there is a Facebook group that is dedicated to stitching just this design. And so I belong to that just to kind of check it every once in a while. But so this morning I got up with my coffee and continued the blue border and got this far today. So this is obviously the free parking space.
Yep.
And the little car. And my goal, my yearly goal for
WIPGO?
WIPGO 2021 is to do one side.
No, which side are you going to do? You're going to do this?
I think I'm going to, because I've already started the free parking space, I'm going to go down this
you're
left
going to go
side.
down that left side. Ooh, fun. You get to do a community chest then.
Yeah. And the electric company, and one railroad, and get out of jail free. If, you know, and I'm not going to get all that done in
10
July.
days. Oh,
in July. Surely I won't.
Surely.
But we'll see how far I go.
Very
and
exciting.
It's quite a different project than the
And what
American.
fabric are you stitching it on?
32 count Graceful Gray from Witchell.
Yes, ma'am.
And boy, we did experiment with quite a few different
We surely did.
green toned fabric.
Yep.
But I wanted something that looked like the board I played as a kid.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
those are
Our
whips. Whoops.
whips
of the week. There you go.
Very exciting.
Okay, so as mentioned before, we did manage a trip up to Craft Gallery and came home with lots and lots of beautiful framed pieces that we would like to share with you.
We sure did.
We are able, because of your generous donations, to our Buy Me the Coffee platform, which is in the description box below, and we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah.
We're working on the under the bed box, and that's
We sure are.
so fun.
Yes.
So the things you're going to see are in part because of your generosity.
Yes. So
So-
thank you so much.
Who's going to go first?
That would be me, Pam.
Okay.
Okay. Because you just talked about your whips, and then it's my turn to talk.
Okay.
Okay. So one thing that I am doing is I have all but 2 of the Lizzie Kate strings stitch, and so I wanted to get them all framed. So every time we go up to Craft Gallery, I take another one up there. So the one that I brought home this time, I have kitty string. That's in my room. And I have the Easter one that we had on the wall, I think. And then I don't have the Buzzy string stitched yet. But then after that comes the spooky string. And that is the Halloween string, of course. And so all of my strings are stitched 2/2 on 25 count ivory Lugana. And so this is it. And the frames are very, very similar in like that they're just a plain bright color that really shows off the stitching. And Paula made a good request that I, when I get them all back, so I dropped off Thankful String, so that's up there, and then after that I have Snowy String, which is the winter one, of course. And so once I have both of those done, then I'm going to line them all up, and I'm going to take a picture of them because I think that'd be cool. So, and then of course, eventually I do plan on stitching the other two. But yeah, Buzzy String and Merry String are the two that I don't have stitched yet. So that is Spooky String. And then 4 years ago, and I know that it was 4 years ago because the Summer Olympics are about to start here soon. I guess technically it was 5 years ago, because we were supposed to have Olympics last summer and didn't.
It couldn't be 5 years ago because we were already doing FlossTube when you did that. And we've only been doing FlossTube for 4 years.
Okay, well, whenever the Winter Olympics were, the last time we had Winter Olympics.
Chime in, people.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We know that you all will tell us when they were last. But the last Olympics that we had, the Winter Olympics, Pam and I wanted to start something winter themed.
What did I do? I don't remember.
Well, it's my turn to watch it, Pam.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Probably in the end of the bedroom.
It probably is, yes. And so...
it's coming to me. I think I did something patriotic for Go USA.
I think that's true. And so, if you guys remember, I named all the penguins off of athletes that were in the Winter Olympics because I was crazy. I do not remember what those names were, but go back and watch our old videos and you'll find out. And so this is Giggly Wiggly Penguins by the Trilogy.
So cute.
Look at those frickin' penguins.
I'll go from top to bottom.
I will. Look at them.
So cute. Just adorable. So fun. I remember you stitching that.
I had such a fun time doing it too. So many penguins. Yep. So cute. So freaking cute.
Be great to have up all winter.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it. So I love it very, very much. Very, very much. And I will give credit where credit is due. Pam did all of my French knots.
Yeah, I did back then. Because that was, you hadn't been stitching very long.
No, I had not. And then, last but not least, I am a lover of all inspirational quotes. And I had this kit from Lizzie Kate, and it is called Dear Self, Today I Will Shine. And there were two options. You could either stitch it as like a long pillow, or you could do it as kind of more or less squarish. And so that is what I went with. I don't remember what the fabric is on the penguins, I'm sorry. But this is a 32 count red pear linen from Weeks, using all the called for colors, and this is it framed. And this was the first time I'd ever done satin stitches. Those right here, those are satin stitched. And then it's the first time I did seed beads. And the first time I did regular buttons. And this is so light, like it's insanely light. And there is no glass on this either. And I did not want glass because I didn't want like the mother of pearl to be smooshed or my satin stitches to be smooshed. So it's small enough and cute enough that it's fine. So I really, really love it. I think it's super, super cute. So, and another reason why we didn't do glass is because this frame, I didn't want much more than a frame like this on it. And this particular frame is very shallow. And so to put in glass would really have really smooshed down the stitches and the embellishments. And I didn't want that. So I love this. And it will go on my inspirational quotes wall.
Yes, very nice.
Yes.
Very pretty on the pink.
Thank you. All right, Pam, let's see what you got.
Okay, well, I have an oldie but goodie, but boy, am I thrilled with this.
Oh, yeah.
This you will see up on our wall in the fall.
Yeah, you will.
For Halloween. This is from Hinzite, and it is called Last Stitch Cemetery.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have stitched this on some funky fabric and so forth. But back in the day when I first stitched this, I was not really thinking outside the box too much.
No.
I think I just spit on that.
Don't spit on that, Pam.
I know.
That's why we put glass
anyway,
on it.
Here's Last Stitch Cemetery. And I just am thrilled with this because of the silver inner border that picks up the charms. And I love this design. I just love this design. I cannot tell you. There are 4 different charms on each monument. And the monuments, if you can't read them, from left to right are started and forgotten with a skein of floss hanging from it. Half, the fraction, 1/2, half stitched with a spider charm. What does that say? Oh, too old with the skull and crossbones. And, gosh, I can't read this here. Oh, lost interest on the 4th one with the stork scissors.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
So cute.
I just love this thing. I'm thrilled to have it out from under the bed.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is just one of my all-time faves. All-time faves. I'm sure you can still get this.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So that is Last Stitch Cemetery.
Yes.
And then another one that I was just thrilled to get before... Before Brenda Gervais came out with her Coming to America chart, I knew that I wanted to do something for the 400th anniversary of the landing of the Mayflower.
Yep.
And our good friend Karen, who's a local stitcher, gifted me a magazine called Fine Lines. And in it is a design called Women of the Mayflower. And I decided that I would do this on color and cotton fabric. We had just finished up being in a color and cotton thread club, I think. And we had a lot of color and cotton thread. And so I decided that as far as I could, I would do a complete color and cotton project for this.
Yeah.
Both fabric and floss. I did my own conversion based solely on the picture in the magazine.
Yep.
Not from any other brand of floss.
Right.
And I know people are going to say, what was your conversion? And I don't know whether I still have it. I did for a while. While I was stitching it, many people inquired, and I did send it along. I don't know if I still have that list. And I did had to adjust a few colors as I went along because once they were in the fabric, I didn't like them.
I feel like I might have it on my computer at work.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But this is from Fine Lines Magazine, and oh gosh, what year was it? 2004? I don't even remember. So this is Women of the Mayflower.
Oh, look at it, Pam.
I know. I know. So
that frame is so good.
I love the frame. And I'll do kind of a top to bottom. Obviously, I put my initials in.
Oh, why'd you do that?
And yeah, the yellow in the peacock on the boat, I had to change halfway. And I think I changed the hot pink, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as I was going along.
So good.
So I'm pretty thrilled with it. Of course, I do have Coming to America as well, but not knowing that was going to be released, this was going to be my Mayflower piece, and I am just... And I told Paula and Stephanie and anybody else that was around on Tuesday that for whatever reason, maybe just the context of things, once it's framed, I really fell in love with the fabric.
Yeah.
Do you remember the fabric?
I sure did.
Oh, good.
It was a 28 count doubloon.
Yeah, it was doubloon. And it really shows off once it's framed.
The modeling really shows,
yeah. Once it's framed. and the women down bottom. Actually, I think one of them, trying to think, one of the ladies actually was a girl.
Oh, okay.
So they're females.
So cool.
She was like 12 or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's Women of the Mayflower. Thrilled to get it.
Yes.
And then the other one that I picked up was a Charles Wysocki from a kit, and finished this fairly recently.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is Summer Haven Inn from Dimensions.
Yep.
And this is it. I don't want to whack you.
I'd appreciate you not slicing my head open with that frame. Thank you.
So there it is. Just a very simple frame.
So they can see the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very simple frame.
But it's good because the pattern is super busy.
Right.
And you want at least
your eye is drawn right into the picture.
Yeah, that's how we pick frames out, is we want your eye to go to the stitching, not the framing. I mean,
yeah.
And we want the framing to be like,
right.
I don't want to say an afterthought, but like a second to the stitching.
And I like the way she set it off from the frame as opposed to right up against the edge of the frame too.
Yeah.
You know, in the era when these were first designed and marketed by Dimensions, oftentimes you would have a mat board around the design and then the frame. Yeah. That was just the style of things.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just love this. I think it just
it's great.
It just draws you right into summertime. So
I agree.
Thrilled.
So we're gonna put it on the wall in the center in August.
Right.
Once we take down the Americans.
So
cool.
We're thrilled with all of our framed pieces.
We are very much.
And we are very, very appreciative. There were gift certificates that people had bought for us.
Yes, thank you so
much. You know who you are. And we thank you most sincerely. Paula and Carlton had them on the counter when we checked out. It made a big, big difference. And we sincerely thank you. And obviously all the people who have
bought us
framing donations.
We hope you like seeing what we get.
Right, and seeing them on the wall. Yeah. And like I said, we truly, truly appreciate it.
We very much do.
Okay. All right, that means it's time for
promotions. You gotta wait for the breath, Pam. You gotta wait for the breath.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Our big promotion this week is from Twin Peak Primitives.
Yes.
And you want to explain how we do Twin Peak Primitives?
Absolutely. Sure, I'd love to. So, every week we pick a pattern of the week. So, we look through the amazing, amazing collection of charts designed by our favorite girls, the twins of Twin Peak Primitives over in the Netherlands. We pick out a chart that we love, that we think that you would love too. We tell the girls, they usually say okay. And then it is 20% off for all of our wonderful viewers. Right. And so, before we show you what this week's chart is and tell you all the things, we do have a little bit of an announcement to make. There's been a change in the hard copy distributor. So if you've been watching us for at least this calendar year, you will know that the pattern of the week is typically available in both PDF format and in hard copy. If you would rather have a hard copy, we find the twins, to be fair, find a shop who wants to be a part of the equation, and we all work together, and that for the last year has been Threads Entwined. And Trish, who's an amazing, amazing human, who did a wonderful, wonderful job for all of the parties involved, us, the twins, and all of you, has bowed out. She has some stuff going on. She's got a grandkid on the way, all this stuff. Nothing terrible, just you gotta put yourself and your family first sometimes, you know? So, we are giving her the opportunity to do that. And so, we would love to, very excitedly tell you that hard copies will be available still. However, the one shop and one shop only that you can get the discounted rated pattern of the week from will be the Daily Stitcher.
The Daily Stitcher.
Yes.
And we are so excited to announce Penny as the hard copy distributor in the States. And she already has her listing up for the pattern we're going to show you here in a sec. And if you go to her website, it is www.thedailystitcher.com. And
it'll be linked below to you for easy access.
When you go to her website and go up to her menu, about little past halfway down, it will say Pam and Steph's weekly pick, or pick of the week. I think is how she said it.
Okay.
So it's very easy to find.
Cool.
And
love that.
The listing looks great. So. Awesome.
So we love Penny. We've met Penny for the first time at StitchCon 2018.
Yeah.
And she is from the great state of Maine, and as is the Daily Stitcher. And so she has a great selection of items in addition to the pattern of the week. If you've never shopped from her before, but from here on out, she will be doing the hard copy distribution of the patterns of the week. Also, she will be doing the distribution of the Springfield 1817 sampler as well moving forward. So to answer probably the questions that you have, if you have purchased the Springfield 1817 sampler from Threads Entwined, do not worry, your name is still on the list.
Oh yeah.
So don't fret there.
Right.
If you purchase it from Penny between now and the date that we pull a winner, your name will be on the list too. So don't worry about that at all. If you have an outstanding order that you are waiting on from Trish, whether it's for a pattern of the week or something, don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, she's not closing her shop or nothing. She's just not doing this part of her business. So we just wanted everyone to be aware that she wasn't going to fall out completely. It was just, you know, she'll hold up her end of the bargain. We have no.
And just like Trish, Penny is very good with communicating.
Yes.
So if you have any questions of Penny, I'm sure there are. I'm sure contact me link on her website.
For sure.
And maybe look around on her website, see if there's something else that you might want to pick up.
Absolutely.
But she is the new hard copy vendor in the States for Twin Peak Primitives.
The pattern of the week.
Pattern of the week, starting with today's.
Yes, this week's.
Today's is very seasonal, very fresh and colorful,
very new,
and
very hip.
summery, and it's called Stitching Summer.
Yes.
And we're going to insert a picture here. All right.
Okay, and then the Springfield 1817 sampler is the additional chart that if you would like to win. So, okay, let me back up real quick. So, we were supposed to go to Europe again this year, and then COVID got in the way, right? So, between ourselves and the twins, we decided that we wanted to still give some sort of a prize to a winner for purchasing the Springfield 1817 sampler when we would have drawn for the ticket to Europe.
Right.
So, the grand prize is now $1,000. So,
wouldn't that be nice?
Yes, we are pulling the winner, picking a winner at the end of August. So you still have time to purchase that chart.
Right.
You can purchase a PDF copy of either the pattern of the week or the Springfield 1817 sampler from the Twin Peak Primitives Etsy shop or website.
Right.
You can get a hard copy of the pattern of the week from
the Daily Stitcher.
The Daily Stitcher.
Right.
Okay. We're not 100% sure if at this very moment on Sunday, July 11th at 7:53 p.m. if Penny has put up a listing for Springfield 1817 sampler.
So, yeah.
But we are confident that it's coming.
Yeah, confident that it's coming, and
maybe it's already up. We just
maybe we just it wasn't with the pick of the week, so maybe she's got it somewhere else.
Right.
Anyway, but if you're interested in the big sampler, which is gorgeous, and you don't see it anywhere on thedailystitcher.com, shoot Penny a message on her website.
Yeah, she can give you an update.
She can give you some idea what's going on with that.
Yes, so I will link all the places below for the pattern of the week and for the Springfield 1817 sampler, along with all the details about everything we just explained. You do not need a discount code at all for any of those things. The pattern of the week is already pre-discounted, so you are good to go there. Okay?
Right. That's it.
If you have any questions, make sure you read the description box, or you can contact either the twins or Penny.
Right.
Okay.
All right. That means it's time for mail call.
Okay.
You said no more okays.
I did. You didn't even tell me that.
It's just habit.
I know. Have you been trying consciously not to say okay this entire video?
No. I just thought of it when you just said it so emphatically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do mail call.
Yeah.
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 Say okay, Pam.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. So, we got this lovely postcard from one of our sweetest fans ever, and her name is Darla. She lives in Kentucky, but her old stomping grounds she was visiting and little summer vacay, and that was in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And so she sent us this postcard, and isn't it so pretty?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
It looks like Door County. It reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very, very much.
Door County in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin, correct.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, and then, I don't know if you remember, maybe last week or the week before, Pam showed a card that she had received from a lovely woman who came to StitchCon B, and her name was Barbara. And she was so sweet and kind and sent individual cards. Barbara Hills got one at Keepsakes, Pam got one, and I happened to not get one in the mail with Pam's. And I wasn't about to say, where's mine? Okay, really? I'm not going to be like that. But I
trained her better than that, Barbara.
Right, yes. And so, very sweetly, a card showed up for me at Keepsakes from Barbara. And this is the cute little card. Yep. Look at how precious that fox is. Mm-hmm. And there was a note that was written on the back of the envelope that said that she put it in the mail with Pam's and Barbara's at the same time, but mine required more postage, so it was sent back to Barbara.
In Michigan.
And then back out to me.
Right.
So that was the delay. So thank you so much for the card, Barbara. I love it. And for the tea.
Super cute.
You're very, very, very sweet. So
yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Okay. Then the last item for mail call, I'll let you show that,
okay,
is from my best friend, Kea. So, due to extenuating circumstances, she was unable to attend StitchCon this year. Super sad. And we were holding out hope even till the night before that we were going to be able to make it happen, but it just didn't. And because she is the sweet human that she is, she put together gifts for both myself and for Pam, and she sent them to us in the mail, and they came this week, and so we're going to show you what she sent us. Mm-hmm. So, you can show yours first.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
She sent two wonderful, wonderful kits.
Yes.
That I don't have, and from my style of stitching, I mean, perfectly hit the target right on it.
Yes.
This is called Warm Hearts. It's from the take-alongs from the trilogy, and
so cute.
It's got all the stuffs in it.
All the stuffs.
All the stuffs. The trilogy, if you're wondering, was a collaboration, if you will, back in, I'm looking for a copyright date, back in the early 2000s between Ruth Sparrow and Cecilia Turner and the Bent Creek Girls.
Yes.
And so they put out several lovely products under the name of the Trilogy.
Yeah.
Meaning the 3 designers.
Super cute.
And so I just love that. And the other one that Kea Nathan sent was a drawn thread. And I'm kind of on a drawn thread kick, as you'll see in a minute. And this is one I do not have, Holiday Halloween. And it contains all the threads and buttons and a needle and fabric.
Fancy.
And that's Holiday Halloween. Very, very sweet.
Too.
Yep. Very, very sweet. So.
Yep. Super cute.
Thank you both for those. They are right on target.
Yes.
Don't have either one of those.
And then what she sent for me is, so first was this super cute little envelope that I know came from our girl Allison at ItsCharmSchool. And I will link her Etsy shop below, or her website, or wherever you can buy her stuff. I'll link it below. And this cute, I think I'm going to use it as a scissor fob and not a zipper pull because I want to use it more often. And if it's just on one bag, or I might put it on my hot air balloon bag, we'll see, because it's a hot air balloon.
So cute.
Isn't it the cutest? It's got a little lobster claw. It's freaking cute. I love it very much. Then, so as I stated at the beginning of the show, that Kea was the sort of inspiration, if you will, for this whole sticker problem I have. And so she sent me some really fun sheets of stickers.
Really cute.
And look at these. I'm obsessed with those. So cute. And then
bam.
Party like it's 1776.
Bam.
So good. I can't wait to put those in. Bam. Stop saying bam. Anyway, and then wait for this.
Woman with a cricket.
So come to find out is that she has one of these too.
Oh, okay.
So now I think the 3 of us have them, right? The 3 of us. Me, Liz, and Kea. Look.
Pretty nice.
That's my name. And then inside, okay, first of all, let me just tell you. So,
collection of washi tapes.
These are all washi tapes. Let me just tell you that I found out that Kea wound these individually on these cards.
Holy cow. That's a lot of work, man.
I mean, if that's not love, I don't know what is. I don't know. Come on. Come on.
Wow.
They're so cute. And then there's blank ones as well for me to put more washies on them when I get them. I still don't know 100% what to do with washi tape, but Kea's going to give us a lesson on Thursday.
Oh, nice.
Because we're having a video chat. And then there's all of these different pages. Like, this is a little zipper pouch for like loose stickers and stuff, and she filled them with freaking washi tape and stickers.
Wow.
Look how cute that is, though.
That's amazing. Who is that guy?
That is David from Schitt's Creek. Pam.
Oh, okay.
But you wouldn't know because you don't watch it. You should, because it's a funny, funny show. And then, so there's all these little pockets for you to put your stickers in.
Nice.
And then there's larger size pockets. And look at these. They say film. So I can put that on the days we make videos. And then these are little embroidery hoops.
Cute.
They're so cute. And then like larger ones for your big sheets of stickers. And she gave me these cute little dots. How cute and how amazing is this gift?
Pretty darn amazing.
Pretty darn amazing. That's right. So, I am so excited. That's one thing we're going to do on Thursday when we have our video chat with me and Kea and Liz. We're going to, or at least I'm going to, organize some stickers and put them in this book.
Cool.
So I'm very excited about that. Thank you so much, my sweet friend. I love you so much. Okay, that was all of the mail call.
Okay, so that means we talk about haul.
That means that's what's next, yes ma'am.
Yep. I picked up, I told you I was on a drawn thread kick.
You did.
I picked these up off of Stash Unload, and they are 4 charts from the drawn thread, and there's one for every season. The pictures on the front are really not that great,
no, they're
but
terrible.
I can almost guarantee you that being the drawn thread, they're going to be beautiful. This is winter.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Okay.
This is spring. This is autumn. And this is summer.
Oh, there's even thread in this one.
Yep.
Cool.
The seller said there was one, at least, that was a little bit marked up. Did I care? And I said, I don't care.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
And then I saw someone, and I should have looked this up. I saw someone
So cute.
on Instagram stitching the drawn thread stars. And I think it was somebody in the UK. And they were, the photography was beautiful, and they were laying out their little buttons on top of it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Do I have a bug on me? All of a sudden that felt like a little bug. Anyway. And I was like, I've never seen that. Is this new? I don't know.
No, it's not new.
It's not new. But when we went up to Craft Gallery,
Yeah.
I sent Steph and Patty to hunt this down.
Yep.
And fortunately,
They had one left.
they had it. This is called Stars, and it's from the drawn thread. And I don't know if you can see that very well without taking it out of the plastic, which I'm not going to do. And there are little buttons down amongst the houses down here. And it has, in the cover photo, it has an alphabet at the top and a little verse in the middle. But it's also charted for a Longfellow quote instead of the alphabet at the top. And
it's the Longfellow quote, but you get, on the front version, you get part of the quote. In the alphabet. On the back version, you get the full quote.
Oh, so it's all going to be Longfellow for me.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And the back version is the one with that.
Because
that's what it looks like with the whole quote.
I don't know if I can read that.
Oh, I can read it.
Wait a minute.
Don't worry, Pam, we'll wait.
No less than youth. I don't think you can read this either. We're not going to take time.
Fine.
No, we're not going to take time.
Fine.
And then Patty was so sweet and said, let me go pull the dinky dies for it, because it calls for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dinky dye silks and 3 NPI silks.
And then 1 silk and color, which I'm going to see if we have at the shop.
So
because they don't carry those.
She pulled all the silks for me. Haven't got the fabric yet. But
so pretty, though.
I just love it, and I love that it's got Longfellow on it.
Yes.
So that was the extent of my haul.
Okay. All right. So I will start with my haul. So Paula is a little weasel, and she wanted us to get this little notion thing. So we bought it, and it's called an SBF, a Stitcher's Best Friend. And so what it is, it comes packaged like this, and it's
kind of a
snag nabbit.
Yeah, a stitch perfector.
Laying tool. What she used it for was she showed us there was a back stitch on something she was working on for framing that had come loose, and so she just used it to bury it back again.
Poke the knot back down through.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it comes in this tube, and then it's got like a little bent hook at one end, and then an eye of the needle at the other. So this is what it says. Best friends are there for you when you need them, and that is what the Stitcher's Best Friend does. When you need help with removing stitches, trying to loosen threads, manage your tension, repairing your finished projects when the thread is loosened or snagged. It's even there for you when you need a handy-dandy laying tool for stranded fibers or ribbons. Both ends have multiple uses and comes in 3 tapestry needle sizes depending on your project needs. Oh, it's made by the Rainbow Gallery.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, we got that. And we just got one. We'll share it. We're good sharers.
Yeah.
Of things like this.
Right.
Not in general, but. Okay. And then. I also got a drawn thread. And I bought this again because of frickin' Elizabeth Lamb. Oh, you. And I saw this when I was finding that stars thing for Pam, and I was like, do we have this? And Pam said, I don't think so.
I don't think we do.
And I was like, okay, fine. And so this is Welcome Summer. Look at that flag, though. Mm-hmm. It's the flag and the blackberries for me.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this. So, super pumped. Mm-hmm. Super pumped about that. I should have gotten the dinky dies. Anyway, and then as you guys know, Craft Gallery has a great selection of fabric. I usually come home with piles of fabric. Well, this time I didn't. I got one piece of fabric. You'd be very proud of me. And it is for this beautiful chart by the Scarlet House. I already had the chart, so I took this up with me, and I knew that I was looking for this exact fabric. The called for is 40 count. I got 36. And because it calls for silk, and I like the look of silk on 36 just as well. So they didn't have it in 40 counts. That's why I went 36. And it is Aztec Red from Weeks Dye Works.
Beautiful.
So,
yeah.
Pretty pumped about that.
Mm-hmm.
So that will go in my partially kitted pile. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to be a start this year, but, you know, you never know. Really. You never know. And then, I took some time to go through a lot of their Blackbird Designs collections. And I wanted to complete some sets I had and get some Blackbird Design books. So I got, this is the Sewing Bird Scissor Pocket. It's my understanding that this is no longer available. And so I wanted to get it because it's no longer available. So how freaking cute is that? We used to have a model of it at Keepsakes, so I went to go order it from our distributor, and it was no longer listed. So got that, and then this is Sarah's house, and I love this pin cushion right here. That's the reproduction on the back, and yeah. Oh, here's a good picture of it. Look how pretty that is. Oh, what does it say? Folk, Nebraska. Or Polk, Nebraska. Okay, and then this is called Something Sweet. It says, I looked for something sweet to send you. The violets asked if they would do. And I just think that's lovely. And this is from 2005, so I felt like it was going to be out of print soon. So, and then this is one of the last pieces of the Garden Club series that I needed to complete the series. And this, no, that's not true. This was the only one that they had of the series, and I'm trying to collect the rest of them. I have the other ones on order, don't worry. And this is Fairy Gardens. This is number 11.
Very pretty.
Move your head just a touch. There you go. Thank you. And that's what they all look like together. But ooh, you'll be seeing them in coming up video. But look how pretty that is. Mm-hmm. Look how pretty that is. Oh, so cute. I love the pinks. Okay, and then if you remember for the Crockpot Cruise White Elephant Secret... Nope, not White Elephant. It was the Secret Santa that we had last winter. I stitched for Sharon, and I stitched her She Sights a Bird, which is one of the installments of the Blackbird Designs Loose Feathers for the Birds series. And I loved it. And I've been meaning to get the rest of the books in the collection. And I think I had 2, maybe 3. And so I got the ones that they had at Craft Gallery. So this is number 1 called It's Spring Fever. This is number 2, The Light Upon the Lawn. I had number 3. Then this is number 4, All the Hills Echoed. Look at that checker house. So cool. This is number 5, Sing a Song of Seasons. I had number 6. This is number 7, Hear the Crickets Sing. That one's got pinks and stuff in it, which is new. And then number 8 they didn't have, and number 9 is The Last Ripe Berries. So, I think I have the one that I'm missing on order. So, and I just feel like I can't show all those without saying that I hope that everyone has heard by now about the passing of Barb from Blackbird Designs. I had the honor and privilege of meeting her a couple times at Nashville Needlework Market. And I'm sure in our own ways, are all feeling that loss, whether you were a super Blackbird Design stitcher and have been for many, many years, or have just started stitching Blackbird Designs, or just a stitcher in general. I think that you know what a loss like that does to the community and to the profession and to all of us who love cross stitch. So I know that we're all hurting in our own ways for that. So chances are slim that Alma will ever see this, but if she does, please know that we're all thinking of you.
So of course, the news came out Tuesday morning, and we were getting ready to head up to Craft Gallery.
Yeah.
And when we were at Craft Gallery, of course, Stephanie and Paula and I were talking about the loss and thinking about those of a particular generation.
Yeah.
And so it's something that we just, we go along and we go along. And so we join the community.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Okay. So then the rest of my haul, I did a little bit of stash unloading. I've been on the hunt for all of the cross-eyed cricket mittens. And this was one I did not have. And this is book number 348 from the Cricket collection called Sophia's Scotties. So that's the main chart right there. And then that is the freaking cute mitten. Look at that Scotty dog with the card on its back. And that one's called the Tartan Scotty. So book 348. And this is a really cool introduction that I wanted to tell you guys about. So I follow on Instagram Belinda from Blue Ribbon Designs. Not only do I follow her because I just really like her designs, but I also follow her because she is an impeccable finisher. And so I get very, very, very much inspired by her finishing work, let alone her cross designs. So all that to say, she came out with a couple new designs as of late, and I had earmarked them as charts I wanted to purchase. And then when I had the list of like 3 charts I wanted, I went to her Etsy to purchase them. And then I saw that they were only available in PDF. And I can work with a PDF. I have printing capabilities, but clearly, but my personal preference is a hard copy of a chart.
I think one of the downsides to getting PDFs, and there aren't too many downsides, truthfully.
Yeah.
There are a lot of benefits. But one of the things that we found since we've been building our stash is that you download them to your device, and you sometimes forget what you have.
100%.
Maybe we need to come up with a system to list them all. But we have
They're nicely organized on our computer.
Yeah, they're very nicely
organized. But I completely forget about them when I think about what I want to stitch.
Out of sight, out of mind, I guess.
100%.
we can go into our stash room. I can say to Stephanie,
go find me this.
Go find me this. She puts her hand right on it.
Right.
And we could do that with PDFs, but as we collect them and they're on the laptop, and we're not on the laptop a lot,
right,
then we tend to forget what we've got as a PDF. That's just
yeah, for sure.
a little mini downside to PDFs, I feel.
Yeah. And, I mean, what I typically do is when I purchase a PDF that only comes as PDF, then I will print the front page of it.
Yeah.
And then it goes in my stash. Well, that's great and all. I don't know. It's just something about it.
We're going to have to come up with a system, maybe.
It's all just personal preference, really.
Right.
But I noticed that she had, like, there are some Etsy designers who everything is PDF, it's only PDF. So, okay, fine. Great. Whatever. I'll buy it. It's PDF. If I want it bad enough, I'm going to buy it. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not going to stop me from buying it. But I noticed that she also had some designs that were available as both hard copy or PDF. And so thinking, oh, well, these are new designs. Maybe it's just a matter of time before they're printed for hard copy. So the worst thing that it could happen is I send Belinda a message and she tells me that she's not going to make a hard copy. PDF is it. Okay, I'm going to buy them anyway.
Yeah.
But I am so happy to say that I reached out to Belinda. She was incredibly sweet. And she said that for what she's doing now, mass producing them is just not the most cost effective. And so having PDFs works for her, great. But she will print them for a customer if they ask for it. And I was like, well, okay. So it is a little bit more expensive. Makes sense, obviously. And you pay for shipping, obviously. But how sweet and generous and nice and great is that option? And I never would have known that option existed unless I just asked. So she could have told me no, but she didn't. So that was really cool. So my package came from Belinda. And so the 3 that I got from her were this one, which is a little bit older. Yeah, this is 2008. Why did I not realize she was in Iowa?
I don't know.
Anyway, this is called A Little Quakeresque.
I love this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good, because it's mine.
No, but I just really love it.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. The thread that she uses is Weeks Dye Works Twilight, and I love that.
What's it called again?
The chart?
Yeah.
A Little Quakeresque.
Very, very, very elegant looking.
Yeah. Okay, and then these are her new ones. So this was the second newest one, and this is called Under My Wing, a Sewing Bird Pin Keep. And
very sweet.
Look how freaking cute. I love it. I don't know which one I'll do. I probably will end up doing both. But I love the blues on here. I like the reds on here. Anyway, they're both cute. So this is called Under My Wing. And then she also gives you both color versions and complete alphabet for monogramming. And then she also gives you all the finishing instructions on how to make it
fabulous
into that little sweet little pin cushioner. And then this is her newest release, which was like, oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. And it's called Sweet Slice of Liberty, a set of round pin keeps. You get obviously the designs and then obviously the finishing instructions. And this is pattern number 1 in the Rick Rack Rounds series.
Cute.
So there are more to come. So these are Sweet Slice of Liberty.
Those are great for smalls.
Yep.
I mean, if
smalls,
you don't...
Smalls exchanges and stuff.
Yeah, smalls exchanges.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or if you have, a summer dough ball. These would be perfect for that. I love this one. I love this one. This one's pretty too, but these are my jam. So, and then as just a sweet kindness, she sent me a chart on her that was a thank you to me for talking highly of her on our FlossTube, which is just so nice. And this is called Pasture Parade. And this was her contribution to the Mood the Merrier, which is so cute. Love it. So, Thank you, Belinda. That's very kind of you. And then, of course, she sent a freebie along as well.
Yeah. That's
so
great freebies.
Yes. All right. So that was all of our haul. Add to cart.
Okay.
Okay.
We have some people to thank.
We do.
Who took advantage of the Buy Me a Coffee platform, which is located in our description box below.
It sure is. And
it is a very quick, optional way for you to support our channel.
Yes.
We have no interest or desire to monetize this channel. And so this is just something that we thought we could translate into a framing donation.
Yep.
And therefore keep it within the context of the content of our videos. Yes. And as you can see, it is going to very good use. And we thank these very, very generous donators.
Yeah.
And publicly thanking this week Wendy K.
No, you do the first three.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Margot.
Lawana. And then we have one person who wanted to remain anonymous.
So we thank each and every one of you.
Thank you so much.
And I hope that you can see that we are putting your donations to good use.
Yes.
And that you enjoy seeing the framing that we are getting done.
Yes.
And we did leave 2 for me, and how many for you? 3 for Stephanie to be picked up in a month or 6 weeks.
Because yours were a little large.
Yeah, mine was a little large. I left the houses. So thank you very much to everybody. Yes. Plans include
going back to work this week.
Going back to work.
Nate's birthday's on Thursday.
Nate is my son is going to be
Thursday.
Wednesday, the 15th.
Yeah,
he will be 37.
Yes,
and he and his
wow, he's gonna be old.
Well, if I get old, the rest of you get old. That's the deal.
That's how that works, right?
That's the deal. I talked to him today. They're doing great.
Yeah, for sure.
And they live out in Albuquerque. So it's always great to hear their voices.
Yeah, for sure.
And that may be a destination sometime soon.
Sometime soon.
It won't be this year because Stephanie wants to go out during the balloon fiesta, and usually our Octobers fill up pretty quickly. But
so we got to figure that out.
We'll keep that in mind.
Yes.
All right.
Other than that, I have no plans other than to stitch, work, and stay alive.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm in long sleeves today because
we went outside.
Because we went outside, and I unfortunately got into some poison ivy, and you didn't need to see that. So
this is why we don't go outside.
You know, I know there's a reason, and I take a risk, and that's part of the deal. Yep. Anyway,
I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I mowed the lawn. No
problem.
No problem.
No problem. So that's going to do it. It's getting dark. It's time for dinner. So we're going to say see you later.
Okay.
And we'll see you back here in a week or so. Hope that you enjoying your summer. Hope you're getting some stitches in, whether it's out on the deck or at the lake
or inside with your central air on, like us.
Any of those. Any of the above.
Yes.
We'll see you in a week. In the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching.
Bye.